Gossipville. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. I am Mia.
And I'm Jay. Just ready to dive into another interesting trending topic on the world of TikTok.
So what is the topic for today?
So, been getting an interesting, this is like a hot topic of a love-hate relationship, I would say. But it's mostly isolated in the, I would say, Western, or mostly U.S., because even though they say Western nations, it's really a U.S. trend, I would say. But the terminology passport bro.
Passport bro.
Yes.
What is this about?
Passport bro.
Well, obviously we see a list of 90 Day Fiancé potential candidates for this topic.
Oh yeah. I mean, passport bro is just a new term for just basically going to another country to find yourself a wife, right? I mean, that's been going on for ages. I mean, I know that I had friends that would go back to China to find themselves a wife. So, I mean, you can kind of consider them passport bros if you wanted to. So,
I mean, so what is the idea behind the term, I guess?
So, the definition that I'm getting from passportbros.com is it's the term used to describe a specific mindset lifestyle choice adopted by men who have decided to pursue relationships with foreign women from different cultural backgrounds, often in countries outside their own. And then there's I'll go later on. This is I think where a lot of controversy has come into play. Is this term is rooted in the belief that some Western women have embraced what is seen as an aggressive and hostile feminist philosophy that can lead to contentious relationships with men. Passport bros view these foreign women as potential partners who possess qualities that deem desirable in contrast to what they perceive as negative attributes of Western women.
Okay, so hold on,
yes,
hold on, because I feel you.
Yes.
I sense the passion behind this topic.
Yes.
But what does this mean in your world, in your words?
I mean, it's just that, there's some certain attributes that I feel that we have lost in the Western countries and societies in regards to what is the perception of the ideal, marital relationship. I mean, kind of like, if you want to say the American traditional husband and wife roles, are not there anymore. And that's kind of what to me, this is what is kind of defining too, is that some of those traditional roles of, what a woman does, what a man does, who's the provider, who's the support, expectations of what should be provided, what should not be provided, and all that's just kind of mixed in this kind of like seems like to these passport bros or men. I mean, passport bros is a term, but just kind of like 90 Day Fiancé who some of the characters we talk about that go to other countries to find themselves a partner or a wife. They probably fall in love with these women from foreign countries because they're not getting the same type of interest or same type of, I guess, compatibility that they would get in America, right? I mean, I feel lucky that I found you because I think I would have went the passport bro route too eventually if I couldn't find myself, because I was feeling kind of the same way because, every few dates I went on, and these are first dates, sometimes second dates, it just feels like there was too much of an entitlement. To me, I felt like there was too much of an entitlement, especially on a first or second date.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
This TikTok trend.
Yes. Or topic.
I mean, top topic. Yeah. I mean, I haven't really seen any recent videos off of TikTok, but so I mean, what's the nature of these videos? What is it like? Are they bragging about going to other countries to meet other women?
It started off with a man saying that, telling other men, hey, stop going through the rug rat with American women or, Western women, stop feeling, down, feeling like you're not adequate. Why don't you go somewhere where you are appreciated, where traditional values are still there, where you're not going to be attacked by feminists.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's kind of what
that's
started.
Not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair to generalize all women.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all humans. We have different likings. We have different perspectives, and perhaps just because certain people have had terrible experiences with dating here. That doesn't necessarily mean that you can go ahead and generalize.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, like you can go anywhere around the world and meet people, right? Yeah. I mean, just because they're from a certain country, that does not mean that they are exemplifying the utmost values and morals when it comes to sustainable relationships. When it comes, I mean, we're all humans.
Yeah, but what's your take there, Mia? Because the argument of the passport bros is basically, I get treated better, I get more respect, I don't feel like I need to, spend all my hard-earned money to get the same attention as, like in the Western, they're comparing, like, sometimes you're talking about women in the Philippines, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Brazil, Thailand. There's a different perspective. These women are giving them more attention and better treatment than their Western counterparts. And some of the attacking or
but this
other side TikTok videos is the women calling out these men, calling them as exploiters, going to these countries and exploiting uneducated women. But most of these women are educated. I mean,
of course.
In the Philippines, they speak English. And a lot of these women are saying, oh, they don't speak English or their English is bad.
Well, I mean, once again, you can't really trust everything you see and hear from platforms such as TikTok. I'm just going to lay it out there, hashtag we love YouTube. But at the end of the day, these are individual perspectives. These are individual opinions of men, women, regardless of the gender, that they have received some sort of validation outside of their home country. And okay, it's fine. That's their experience. But I'm not going to sit here and generalize a group of people just because one or two have had bad experiences. And it's great that they could go out there and find their perfect match and think that, oh my God, I met this person and in 3 weeks, they're the love of my life and I want to be with them for the rest of my life. We know that that's pretty much all BS, right? Yeah. It takes time, it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of energy to sustain these type of relationships. But at the end of the day, if someone were to come to me and tell me, listen, you're single, don't waste your time dating here, go somewhere else, find yourself a wife, find yourself a husband. I mean, I would pretty much need to take that opinion as such. It's just an opinion. Once again, for me, this would be kind of a individual case to case basis, like situation.
Yeah, but let's take it from this perspective, objectively, right? Do you feel from your amount of time you spent living in this country? Do you feel culturally that,
of course,
especially U.S.
This is America.
Yeah, but do you feel culturally, as a country, U.S., have we really kind of changed the dynamics in regards to male-female and what the male should do and what the female should do? And
what?
Do you feel that...
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
I guess where I'm getting at is, do you feel, the topics or the arguments that a lot of these, the warring fashion, if you want to say, are going at, saying, hey, this group, they don't treat me right. They don't respect me. All they want is, and they're entitled. All they want is me to support. There's no, support them. They're not, they're just not giving me what I want. That's why I'm heading out to this country, because it seems like these group of women support me. They give me respect. So do you feel that, is it that bad, or is it just...
It's not bad. This is America. This is a land of the free. This is what America is all about. It's full of diversity, full of culture, full of just wonderful, amazing human beings, just like in any other country. You have the good parts, you have the bad parts. There's plenty of fish out there in the ocean. So, I mean, I feel that there is plenty of opportunity to meet people that resonate with your values, resonate with your morals. But at the end of the day, it will require work, and sometimes it will require keeping up with, with the trends. I mean, we do have a beautiful story. We're like one of those one successful stories, and I guess at some point in our YouTube experience, we'll share that. But what I'm saying is that.
But I feel that the fish in the U.S. sort of have been poisoned. I mean,
not all of them. You cannot generalize. There's
I'm
plenty.
Not saying all, but listen, I feel there is
when you're lonely and you're searching for someone, there's definitely someone else. There's going to be always someone for that lonely someone. But there is a saying that says never look for a partner when you are feeling alone, right? That's when you make the worst decisions. The most impulsive decisions is when you feel alone. Then you just you get desperate, right? You get desperate. You start doing the online dating. You start doing the international dating. You start pulling off 90-day fiance situations in your life. So, I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to pursuing partners offshore, it's your right. Hey, you could do whatever you want to do. But it's with what intention and with what belief you are going to these countries, because perhaps you believe that you can find a partner that is submissive enough. I don't know. There's just so many indications, or kind of like points, right? Like on a checklist that you would have to look into it and kind of self-reflect, analyze what kind of partner you're looking for. And it could be tricky. But like I said, we can't really generalize. I mean, this is just a trend. Maybe a bunch of...
it's been a trend a long time. It's just has gotten more, if you say, visibility in the last, I guess, 3 months, right? Because someone decided to make it
I mean, the question
a
would
lightning
be,
rod point.
Is
right?
it, do you agree or do you not agree on what? On going to another country and trying to meet someone?
Like I told you, I mean, if I didn't meet you...
that's not really new.
It's not new,
right?
but I mean, I can tell you, if I didn't meet you, I would have probably ended up on that route, right? Because that's kind of how frustrated I was feeling.
Because most likely you had certain beliefs at that moment.
Yeah, and,
right?
And I mean, that's how I was feeling.
You were losing hope. But listen, that is not
a couple of bad days that gets you jaded because of the fact that they're all following that entitlement.
Listen,
I mean, there was a lot.
Okay, clearly, we could use our experience as proof.
Yes. Okay.
You were not searching in the right pond. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You were looking at the wrong people. You were not searching with the right purpose.
I was searching with the right purpose. I think the pond, there was a lot of ponds I was jumping into, but I was getting the same results, the same attitude.
That's the whole thing. That is, I guess, the whole thing, right? Mm-hmm. If you're making the same mistakes in a relationship and you want to change it, then you need to get out of your comfort level, right? You need to change the patterns in your life. So if you continue to make the same mistakes over and over again, just sit down and self-reflect. What am I doing wrong? Or am I dating the same type of person? Or same type of personality, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And then just make a decision from there and see, if you can make that sound judgment and say, okay, I'm going to try something new. Maybe that is a perspective of these kind of, these people, right, who decide then to travel abroad because they want to do something different. They don't want to continue to follow the same pattern that has been leading them to failures in relationships.
So basically, Mia, you have more sage advice than all the videos I've seen, because it's more like warring fashions. Whenever I watch those videos about the passport bros, it's about one extreme or the other extreme, and you're more the neutral side. you're like Switzerland. Side. You're like, hey, I'm not going to war, but hey, it's all about, you can find your type in your country. You're just not looking in the right places.
Yes.
So, oh man. Well, I think if you all like this, please continue to support us. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button.
This
help
was
us
a heavy topic.
Drive the algorithms, and it's a pretty heavy topic.
I'm thirsty. This was, I think I'm dehydrated.
Gossipville.